Hey everybody, welcome back. James Phifer with ACCU, and today I'm coming at you with a video about when and why change management companies. Right now we're about the middle of December and we have had just an influx of RFPs this year, which is normal for this time of year, but it's been a little bit more than we're accustomed to. And the sentiment in our market is that the acquisitions of management companies just are not going very well. There's been a huge appetite from the very large firms making a lot of acquisitions, and the majority of the RFPs we're getting is just resistant to that model, which I can't say that I hate. So we're an independent management company, and if you're with an independent management company, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why you may consider staying. But before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about where we're at in the year and what goes on at a management company and why you may want to consider not changing January 1. That has been the request of a lot of the RFPs that are coming in right now. People want to change management come January 1. Now, I do not disagree with the fact that a January 1 transition date, if your fiscal year end is December 31, is a clean split. But some of the things that you may want to consider as you're looking for a new management company. The November timeframe is important because in our market, November is primarily when the majority of our clients do their annual meeting and their budget ratification. And during that annual meeting, the elections, there are new board members. And so one of their top agenda items may be transitioning to a new management firm, and they want to start January 1. The managers in the management company, at least within our organization, we start developing and getting budgets out to our boards in September, right? We start writing them and getting them ready to go out. And this process for the community managers, it's daunting. It's a Herculean task. They're going out, they're trying to make sure that they're looking at last year's data and getting the right contracts in place and understanding what the increases are going to be, trying to impress the board, which is, anywhere between 3 to 9 members, roughly. All of the homeowners in the association. In our area, we are required by law to send the budget out to everyone in the community for an opportunity to veto, which means that the manager during the budget meeting is going to be answering a lot of questions, and there's a lot of pressure on them. And that includes the annual meeting, getting the annual meeting notice right and all the information, the proxies and everything that goes together in the package so it's professional and it goes out well. And there's a lot to answer for in the annual meetings, and just the pressure is a lot. The managers are usually pretty worn out come December, and the management company is really trying to get all the fees switched over and mailed out. And so to add a transition on top of that. Now, I'm not saying we can't do it. I'm not saying management companies aren't equipped to do that. But what I'm saying is you may want to give some consideration for perhaps a February start date or maybe even a March start date. Coming back from the holiday season and the new year, everyone's a little bit more refreshed and is excited to get back to work and has a new plan for the next year. And you may just have a little bit more vigor during that time of year. And so we may make the recommendation that you hold off and maybe not start with new management January 1 because that transition in December can be tough. Moving on to the next thing. Let's talk a little bit about why you may want to move or why you may not want to move to a new management company. One of the things that we're going to ask boards to take into consideration, especially if you're a new board, newly elected, perhaps there are a few or no prior board members serving on the board, and you're looking at the management company, give them an opportunity to sit down at the table and talk about why management occurred the way that it did. If it is company policy, something that the management company is bringing forward and that is part of the issue that you have, then by all means, make the change. Right? It's an open market, it's a free market, it's a fair market. Go out and take a look at what other companies have to offer and perhaps make a change. However, if your management company is a good, local, reputable management company, you may not want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Perhaps they're going to serve you as the board just as loyally as they served the previous board. You need to give them an opportunity and a chance. So if you sit down and when you're asking questions about how come so many violations went out, and if that was a board initiative and it's something that the current board has an issue with, then change the policy and allow your current management company the opportunity to move forward with your initiative in place and serve you as the new board of directors. They could do a very good job. And you don't want to go out and find a management company with absolute sparkling, fantastic marketing material, but really doesn't have the follow through with the operations to back up what they've sold you, right? So just make sure that before you move forward, you give your current management company an opportunity to explain why, and you may develop a really good relationship with them. So just a few thoughts on changing management companies and a little bit about this time of year and what your management company is going through. So if you are looking to change your management company, and if you have any questions, you can always use me as a resource, James Phifer with ACCU. You can reach me at 303-733-1121. And until next time, I look forward to bringing you additional educational content. See you then.